The landscape of TikTok has changed drastically since the 5 years it's been online. Most people's first exposure to the app was through 2018-2019 meme compilations, mainly consisting of trolls poking fun at the target demographic's harmless fun. A lot of people look back at this era of TikTok fondly, and some of the memes that have come from it have lasted a lot longer than anyone would have anticipated. The very obvious example of a TikTok meme that comes to mind is the hit or miss trend, started by a user named NyanNyancosplay. I'm saying that name 3 more times, get ready. Uploading a video lip-syncing to the song Khalifa by the hip-hop music duo iLoveFriday. The video was uploaded on September 10th, 2018, and quickly got millions of views and rose to its infamous popularity throughout the end of the year. It's likely one of the most famous TikToks ever, but after its time to shine, not many people were paying attention to the parties involved, especially iLoveFriday. With this song being their only 5 minutes of fame, their entire online presence isn't touched upon very often. They made one of the cornerstones of early TikTok, but their escapades before and after their moment of virality have gone unsung in a way. It's all just as much of a clout-heavy spectacle as their main song is, so today we're going to be taking a look at the song Khalifa and the artist behind it, iLoveFriday. Khalifa was a single released on March 4th, 2018 by iLoveFriday, a trap duo consisting of artist Axa Malik under the name Smoke Hijabi and rapper/producer Zeno Carr. Carr had been uploading his music online since 2017 and met Axa through mutual friends. They quickly developed a connection and began dating shortly after. They started a weekly vlog series in mid-2017. They planned on posting every Friday, so they naturally named their channel iLoveFriday. Now, the vlog series has been entirely purged from the internet with no archives anywhere, so checking facts and making a clear timeline from this period is basically impossible. Plus the fact that basically nothing is documented about them anyways, besides the peak of the hit or miss era, so this part will be a little factually loose. But allegedly, the two forgot to upload one week and decided to make a music video to repay their audience. The song Hate Me would be uploaded on October 29, 2017 to a very mixed reaction. Those who were already fans and are already into the hyper-clout brand they provided liked the song's energy, but I would be lying if I said this was a good first impression for most. The very amateur feel with basic meaningless lyrics, along with Axa's often grating delivery, made it a hard song to listen to. The song was mocked and memed on for a bit and flew under the radar a few weeks later, but to iLoveFriday, any publicity was good publicity. This was the point where they deleted their vlogs and began focusing fully on making music under this brand. They would release their next song, That's a Shame, a month later, and would make a new song every month until January of 2018. That's when the big break of sorts would truly begin, but first, a little background. Khalifa is a popular online personality and adult film star. She's mostly known online for a video where she did the deed while wearing a hijab and playing a stereotypical Muslim character. This scene got her death threats from devout Muslim groups as well as general mockery from the wider internet. There's a lot of misinformation and unwarranted anger surrounding her on the internet, considering the thing she's known for not being that concerning. Her full story is a topic I don't really have the time to get in depth with, but basically she was sucked into a predatory industry at a young age, which is ironic considering she was the one sucking, and has been an online punching bag ever since due to the telephone game of online discourse surrounding her, with some of her actions not really helping her case. But with all that in mind, what does iLoveFriday have to do with this? I wouldn't doubt the audience had overlap, but it's still weird to see these two have beef, much less one large enough to warrant a whole song. Plus, the larger trend of YouTubers making diss tracks died out about a year before all of this. Now, a diss track normally follows some previous back and forth between both parties. I mean, no one just makes diss tracks just for attention. So the moment that sparked their feud must have been big. An Instagram meme page named Trash Pump posted a photoshopped tweet from Khalifa condemning Smoke Hijabi for smoking while wearing a hijabi in a music video. The point of the fake tweet was to make Mia look petty and hypocritical for complaining about this, considering the video she's famous for, and the irony was not lost on Axa. Either the duo didn't realize the tweet was fake and started beef purely off of emotional blindness, or they did realize it soon after starting but continued anyways because they saw a perfect opportunity to get easy views views through a diss track. The tweet was confirmed to be fake after the diss track was uploaded, but it was pretty clearly fake right away, with it not being anywhere online besides this image being on websites reporting on it. The diss track would be released in March of 2018, and it did better than average, reportedly getting around 5 million views even before the incident. But the song basically lay dormant for its first few months. It was more popular than the usual videos, but the only people who cared about it were their fans and people already focused on the drama surrounding Mia Khalifa. The song itself is unsurprisingly amateur sounding, with needlessly over-the-top delivery, a simplistic and repetitive beat, and lyrics that sound like they really thought they were hitting harder than they actually were. Although, and this feels weird to say, but I don't hate it that much. Context aside, the song has a cheesy, passive-aggressive feel that I can get down with, even though some production choices like the Street Fighter sound effects make it clear that they have too big an ego to properly dismantle a person's character with this kind of song. And Zaino Carr is unironically a talented producer who unfortunately wastes that talent on making his girlfriend think she has talent. Their other tracks, like the recently released Tomorrow, are pretty decent songs until Malik comes on and ruins the atmosphere with her nasally singing and mediocre lyrics. The diss track's cockiness and lack of polish made it a prime target for mockery, as well as genuine enjoyment from people still deep into clout culture at the time. But of course, its real spike in popularity wouldn't come until a few months later. Oh, I found this new guy on TikTok. He makes like relatable comedy videos. I'm just looking through his stuff right now and oh, he's racist. I don't think I need to explain TikTok. It haunts basically everyone's dreams at this point, but back in 2018, it was still finding its footing in terms of appealing to its newfound larger audience. The app was still seen as a newly created outsider to the online marketplace and catered itself heavily to mainstream influencer types. Mainly cosplayers. And furries, a lot of furries. Plus, with it being a rebranded, bought-out Musical.ly, an app with a similarly demolished reputation, things weren't looking great. Back then, there was a pseudo-culture war between its target demographic and people using the app ironically to bully said target demographic. While it had its own in-jokes, they were all very insular and would become memes the whole internet would recognize extremely rarely. Mia Khalifa was introduced to the landscape a little after TikTok was receiving viral mockery, but before it flipped into ubiquitous, unironic use. It would be used in videos before, and some would go semi-viral, but its much more recognizable peak was when a user named NyanNyancosplay uploaded a video lip-syncing to the song while dressed as an anime girl that I'm too afraid of the consequences to Google. This post went mega viral for the time, getting millions of views and currently sitting at about 500,000 likes. Nowadays, a verified TikToker can regularly get 1 million likes, but this was in 2018, so anything past like 100 views was notable. It almost single-handedly gave TikTok a wider mainstream appeal, if only to make fun of an innocent person's fun, and it also shined a spotlight on iLoveFriday, and the world waited to see what the aftermath of their newfound success would be. The music video almost immediately soared in popularity, currently sitting at 120 million views, and iLoveFriday would be signed to a label shortly thereafter. The song and NyanNyancosplay TikTok would be featured on countless compilations and multiple spotlights on PewDiePie's channel, which further boosted its reach from it becoming an inside joke of sorts in his community. This song was inescapable at its peak, but most normal people weren't waiting with bated breath for Mia Khalifa to respond, although there was some unavoidable tension with her name once again. So of course, with the whole internet's eyes on them, Mia Khalifa did the only thing that a greedy influencer like her would do, and has never addressed it to this day. The real aftermath of the song's success has been iLoveFriday's miscellaneous controversies and attempts to cling to whatever relevance they could after the meme died. In early 2019, an artist took the music video down for uncredited use of their art, which was resolved and retracted a short time later. No matter what, the duo just kept posting to social media and making songs with steadily declining view counts. They even put a few of their songs on an EP. Of course it's on there too. From the outside, it looked like they kept trucking along with whatever audience stayed with them after their peak, but in the back of their minds, they knew being comfortably popular wasn't enough. The rest of their history consists of them pulling smaller publicity stunts related to the song, which is pretty normal if people made famous for memes are concerned. On June 29th, 2020, they would upload a formal apology to Mia Khalifa on TikTok. This was a recommended move from a few critics at the time, so better late than never, I guess.
We're sorry. We're really, really sorry. And
No more diss songs. We're not making any more diss songs.
Oh, that's nice of them. Good thing there's no unsurprising irony that could ruin this moment.
A month later, on July 13th, they would post a video bullying Mia Khalifa and announcing a new diss track.
God damn it.
No second diss track was ever mentioned again, and it seemed like iLoveFriday went back to their usual routine of bragging that they single-handedly made TikTok famous and lying dormant with their niche audience until their next publicity stunt. Besides her reputation being a little more shaky for some people, Mia Khalifa kept on as normal with minimal damage. Interviews with NyanNyancosplay uploaded after the hit show that the song and the subsequent response to the video was terrible for her mental health, but she still posts to this day with her comments full of people reminding her of the one thing that she is truly known for.
So besides a few reputations, most people involved in the story came out completely unharmed, or even bigger than when they started. TikTok is a much different beast than what it was back when this song was peaking. So looking at the history of this relic of that era is a cathartic experience, to say the least. This is about the time where I discovered TikTok, probably the same reason that most people do, to make fun of the people who are using TikTok, and just like the rest of us, I got unironically hooked. I never expected to look back at an era of TikTok or a meme from that time in a semi-nostalgic way, but here we are, I guess. The scope of iLoveFriday's story is bigger than I expected, but it is also exactly what I expected. So I hope you enjoyed me hating myself for deciding to do as much research on these two annoying people as I possibly could, and I'll see you all in the next video.